Hola chicos, today we're going to be talking about direct object pronouns. Remember that direct object pronouns answer the questions what or who after the verb. In this circle you'll see all of the different forms of DOPs that you can use. Please make certain that you remember that, let me get my correct little guy here, there we go. Make certain that when you have a masculine singular noun, you use lo for it, feminine singular noun, la for it, and then masculine plural and feminine plural over here on this side. Let's continue here. So, 3.1, it's very easy. All you have to do is look at the subject and tell me which of these DOPs would you replace that subject with. Mi papa would be C, lo. Please don't be thrown off by when it says me. It's not me. If it said a mi, then you could put that, or yo, you could put that as me. Mi mama would be F for la because she is a singular feminine noun. Tu would be te, D. Yo would be me, E, and so on and so forth. Down here for 3.2, you are going to take the subject and do exactly what you did up here. However, you don't have a list to go off of, so you just have to tell me what you would replace it with. So yo, I would replace it with me. La hamburguesa, la. Yo y mis amigos, nos. Las casas, for the houses, las casas, las, etc. So go ahead, fill that in. And it continues up here on this side. Formal singular is the usted form, so you would use lo on that. Okay, take out your highlighters. I want you to highlight the B and the E. If you have a one verb sentence, you're going to use B because the the DOP would be placed before that first conjugated verb. You are going to write E if you have two verbs in your sentence, because you can either, E stands for either, you can either put it before or hook it onto the end. So number one, we've got one verb in my sentence, it goes before, so you would write B, as in boy. Number two, tú estás escribiendo, it's E, because you can either put it here or hook it there. Ella compra, one verb, B, before. Teresa desea exportar, E, either here or hook it, etc. So write B's and E's in this section. So far, not too difficult. Okay, here you are going to underline the DOP. Remember, if you don't underline, the most you can get on your notebook grade is a 3. So Juan tiene el libro. ¿Qué tiene Juan? What does he have? El libro. So you're going to take that out because you underlined it. You are going to replace it with a DOP. Look in the chart. You're going to find the masculine singular, which is lo, L-O, and that's where you're going to write it over here in the blank. Ellos ven a María. Remember, this does not mean to, because we don't see tu María, but since this is a name, magic letter A goes before it, and you're going to write la here because María is a girl. Yo conozco a Jorge y a Felipe. Please underline all of this, a Jorge y a Felipe. You're going to take that out, and you will replace it with los, because they're two boys. Los right here in the blank. Go ahead and continue. My darlings, I taught this packet to a group of students in your class. You are going to ask them for the list of verbs that I gave to them. You'll write those down. And then you'll use those verbs for this section. So, I love you. Who do I love? You will underline you. It will go subject, DOP, verb. So up here, I want you to write subject, DOP, verb. So my subject is yo, my DOP is te, and I love is amo. That's one verb that they should give you right now. Yo te amo. I love him. Who do I love? Him. Yo lo amo. I love him. He loves me. Who does he love? Me. That's my DOP. Él me ama. Here with the singular familiar, that's the to form. This S and the formal is the usted form. If you see a plain M, that's referring to what gender it is. It would be lo. And if you see an F, that gender would be la because it's feminine. So go ahead, write those verbs down, conjugate those tenses. There's some more on the other side here. For this section, these are all questions. All of these questions are in the to form. You need to answer these questions, but please make sure that you write it in this form. So you would start with the subject, then you'll go with the DOP, then you go with the verb in the yo form. So if this is compras, this is your verb. Compras, estudias, conoces, tomas, comprendes. You are going to put these in the yo form. So it'll go subject, DOP, yo form of the verb, and then you can fill in the answer if you choose, or just put a period and be done. Either way is fine with me. So this says, where do you buy your clothes? What do you buy? The clothes. That's our DOP. Yo la compro in wherever you buy your clothes. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Put a period and move on. I want to direct your attention to this down here. ¿Conoces al presidente de los Estados Unidos? Do you know the president of the United States? You're going to start your underline here. You're going to underline all of this because this is his title. And then you are going to say, yo, no, or yo lo, either way, I guess, if you know him or you don't. Yo no lo conozco. Lo meaning the President of the United States. Go ahead and work on those sentences, answer them. If you have questions, ask your pod family that were here when I explained this on the SAT day. Last part here, before no, put your subject. So subject, no, DOP, verb. So here I will underline it, him, me, it, etc. I will put yo, no, lo, tengo. Yo, no, lo, tengo. The verb has to be conjugated for the subject, never the DOP. Okay? She doesn't see it. What does she not see? It is my DOP. Ella no la, because it has an F, la ve, V-E. Does that make sense, kids? I sure hope so. That's the very last portion of this. Make sure you finish this by Friday. You'll have 2 days in class to work on these. Ask your group questions if you need to. Otherwise, I'll expect them done when I get back. Thanks.